So another issue that I saw students having is that there was too many automatic transitions. And so remember, automatic transitions are those shorter ones. Those are the ones where it's only one or two, no more than 4 words that transition the reader from one idea to the next. So words much like earlier, otherwise, therefore, and furthermore, and if you want a more full list of those automatic transitions, you can go into your Salmon packet. That is the chart that I told you to tape into your packet. So what do we do when we have shorter transitions? How do we make that stronger? How do we make them stronger? Well, what we should be doing is we should be using more manual transitions. Remember, manual transitions are longer, right? Manual transitions encourage us to show not only one idea to the next, but also what they do is they show a relationship between ideas. So that's what we want to do, okay? That's what we want to be able to demonstrate within our writing. So take a look at these 2 examples. This is a transition from one piece of evidence and commentary to the next. So they use next because they're moving from one idea to the next. However, this doesn't show a very clear relationship between those ideas. They also use the word also over here, but still, this can be stronger. We can make this stronger. So, how do we do that? Well, we can say another story that demonstrates jealousy is a cause of conflict is Initiation by Sylvia Plath. Oop. So actually, what you might be noticing is that this whole sentence is a transition. This transitions from one idea to the next, and it shows a relationship. So this whole sentence, like there literally is not, like when I say manual transition, it can be a whole sentence. This transitions the reader from one story to the next. But what it also does is it shows a relationship between these stories. So another story that demonstrates jealousy as a cause of conflict. Absolutely. Let's take a look at the other one below it. Millicent doesn't appreciate being called Gopher, so it makes her feel inferior. So, what do I do? Because the only thing that I have here is this, and that is, while that's a transition, it moves the reader from one idea to the next. What it doesn't do is it doesn't show a clear relationship. Like, it does say so I'm kind of like, okay, yeah, I can see that this happens, therefore that happens. But you can use that, you can make it stronger by creating a whole new manual transition. So, you can say, as Millicent doesn't like being called Gopher, she starts to feel inferior to Bev, which further creates conflict between the two. Look at that. So when I have this whole manual transition, as Millicent doesn't appreciate being called Gopher, so as this is true, what's the consequence? She starts to feel inferior to Bev. And then notice how which further creates conflict between the two starts to get into the commentary. So that's totally fine. Like this is that now we've got one sentence with multiple manual transitions that helps create a clear relationship between ideas. This is good. Okay, so making sure that you have what you need. Not too many automatic transitions aren't bad, but what happens is that we rely on them too much, and it makes our writing, frankly, a little bit longer because we're too busy using these smaller transitions, which require us to write more. Manual transitions show a stronger relationship between the ideas, not just moving the reader from one idea to the next. So look through your text. Do you ever use automatic transitions when a manual transition would be better?